One of the things I never imagined was Dr. Bernice King having to ask black folk to respect the legacy of her father, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I know people find humor in a lot of different things, but the reality is that if someone is making fun of your father who fought for black folk, who literally laid down his life, died for us, and you as a child having experienced your home being bombed, your father having to watch where he goes, having to be guarded at all times. I can imagine that seeing your father generated as AI for the purpose of laughter by us particularly is something that is triggering, something that is damaging, and something that probably never imagined as you sat at your assassinated father's funeral that day. When people on Twitter, for example, are directly asking Dr. Bernice King, well, what's the problem with that? I can only imagine what people would feel like if it was the shoe on the other foot. Somebody memeing your, cousin or your mom or your dad. I think that in this season, we're really going to begin to learn a lot about, honestly, what Dr. King and a lot of people who came before us had to endure. We're already seeing it in some of the policies that are being implemented, some of the things that are being pushed back, like the EEOC, for example. I think we're standing at a really critical moment in history right now. People called it fear mongering when a lot of people were sounding the alarm. And, you know, I know that propaganda can a lot of times be something that is easy to become consumed by. But I think we very clearly see as billionaires line up and bend the knee and change their policies on their own platforms or in their own workplaces, that very much so we are entering times that I don't think any of us have seen in our lifetime, but maybe some of our parents, grandparents have seen in their lifetime. And so maybe they're prepared for that on a level that many of us have not yet had to be prepared for, but are going to have to be prepared for, going to have to be organized around, and going to have to really understand at a different level. That was a protracted uh, initiative that took place, I would say, since even the Southern Strategy or before Barack Obama was elected, that led to what we see right now. And so we're in a moment where we're going to have to really understand and empathize with Dr. King differently.